Alright, so I deliberated for a while to figure out what kind of fastener I was going to create. And I could have used some cordage to make some frog buttons, but I wasn't quite sure if that was going to be stable enough. So I opted to make some buttons out of bone, and I think these are beef rib bones here. And I'm cheating, as you can see. I'm using a Dremel tool. I figured it would just take, it'd take a little longer. Dremel tool makes it easy. I could drill the holes in. I could score these and break these up, and then spend time sanding them, in a primitive situation. But I just opted to go ahead and cheat and use the modern convenience like this Dremel tool to help cut and shape these, and then a drill to go ahead and give me my hole for the buttons. So I'm going to further sand these down a little bit. Give them a little polish before I fasten them on. Alright, now we're going to fasten these buttons on, and what I have here is I've got two holes here, and I've got a length of buckskin cordage, and so I'm just going to loop them through and then just tie a knot through the single hole on top here, and that should hold it securely but allow enough play to loop in the fastening cord. So essentially it'll be like this, and then I'm just going to tie a double overhand knot, and that should keep the button from coming off. So here are the buttons fastened on, and they shouldn't be going anywhere. Next I punched holes symmetrically on either side here at the corners, and this is where the fastening lace or tie will be attached. Now, the original tutorial that I looked at from BackyardBowyer used elastic, and again, I'm trying to keep this fairly rustic and primitive, so these will be ties. Elastic is a good idea because they can adjust, and it stretches, based on your arm size and things like that. But I'm going to just go ahead and use this the reverse twisted buckskin cordage that I fashioned, and we'll just keep it as rustic as possible. Okay, this is pretty much finished. Again, it's very rustic. I'm just using double overhand knots here to secure these, and I'm leaving them long because I'm going to be adjusting this for my daughter's arm. Right now I just wanted to try it on to make sure that the fasteners work and everything like that, and so far it works pretty good. And basically how this works is these crisscross and loop underneath the buttons like this. There should be a little bit more tension, and I'm holding the camera with one arm, so forgive me on this. And then this one will crisscross on the other one. And your arm goes in the middle, so it's secure underneath here and here. So that's basically how it works. So I will can't wait to have her try this on, and for her to give it a try to make sure it works and protects it properly when she's pulling back the bowstring or letting it go. Alright, so here it is, and it's on my arm. Although it's for my daughter, I'm leaving the fastening ties a little longer, and the knot ties a little longer, so I can adjust it to her arm. But this is how it goes on, and the loops just crisscross over the buttons. So we'll wait and try it on her and size it to fit, and we should be good to go. Are you feeling it at all?
No.
Is it working for you?
Yep, it's working.
Good job. Awesome. Let me see. Let me see. Good job.